dynamic ground, data masking is required, and it goes through a secure gateway. In the gateway, allows you to talk to any of the models. There'll be Salesforce hosted models in our own VPCs, or you may want to call an external model with a shared trust boundary. And the critical piece is we'll ensure that none of the data is retained there. No prompts, nothing is retained there. No context is retained in the LLM. That is what we call by zero retention. Once it generates, we still want to have toxicity built filters, bias filters, and things like that. And obviously for a lot of CISOs and enterprise data architects, they'll want audit trails. And that's what goes back to the CRM map. That's how the GPT trust layer works.
So I feel this diagram, one should memorize it. This diagram shows exactly how the prompt works, like from it's secure data retrieval through the CRM grounding, dynamic grounding, and then data masking, which you will see in the resolution screen. And then the thing that Salesforce specializes in is zero retention. So basically the Einstein trust layer, it basically makes sure that the data is masked and not revealed to people who shouldn't have access to your data. So and that's where Salesforce stands out, is the security model and assuring the organization that none of the data that should not be used or trained by AI models should be, your organization should not be a part of the AI models, the training of the AI models. So it's not going to be used in the wrong way. So this diagram is really good to look at and understand, because it's really the behind the scenes of prompt builder. Going back towards the end. So, and we'll also see how this prompt builder can be used to extend agents. So how you can create agents through prompts. So this is the 5 attributes of the agent, really important for AI specialist exam. Role, what job should they do, data, what knowledge they can access, what actions, what capabilities do they have, guardrails, what they shouldn't do, and channels, where do they work. So important from the exam. And then if you ask a query in the to the agent, how it works at the back end is that it looks at your query and selects these the actions that it thinks it can use to answer your question. For instance, identify the record by name or summarize. So we will see all that. So this is how, for instance, it automatically thinks through which actions will help it to answer your query. And we have standard actions in the agent. There are several standard actions, about 30, maybe 30 or 40 standard actions, like identify record by name, summarize, email, etc. We will see those standard actions, and then we can create our own custom actions as per the use cases of the organization using prompt template, flow, Apex, and external service. So these are some useful links which will help you to dive deeper into prompt builder. Very good links, which if you want to get really good at prompts, you should go through all these links and you'll understand every aspect of it. So, and these are the useful links for Agentforce implementation. So thank you for staying with me for this slide deck. And then I will share it. Yeah, I will share before we close out. And so going back to the documentation that we have here, get this one, right? Get hands-on. So what we'll do is we'll keep the documentation as at one tab, and then next tab could be the org. So we can go side by side. So I believe if you have done the self-service workshop, so one thing that before we start out, I must remind that go to setup, go to Einstein or generative, quick find. So if you do generative and you go to Einstein setup, so make sure that as a first step, you have this on. Turn on Einstein. And deploy, I just turn this all on, right? There's no harm to turn them on. So turn them on. Then other thing you need to turn on is agents. So I turned it on. And when you turn it on, you'll see this default Agentforce default, it comes up. Third thing you need to turn on is Einstein for sales. Turn it on. So once you've turned these on, and make sure you refresh the page because you will not see maybe prompt builder if you don't refresh it. So you see these are already prompt templates that are made, including this one, welcome email for upcoming trip, right? So this is a sales email. This is a flex template. These two are field generation. So the whole list is there. And I made like 3 versions of this. So you see this is version 3. But if I go back, I can go back and make this as active. So I can see the versions, but only one remains active. Rest are not active. So if you see this template, there are 3 versions, but only one is active. So that's one point to keep in mind. So going by with the documentation now. So we've done the first steps. So in the overview, get hands-on with Prompt Builder. So we see Coral Cloud Resorts want to leverage generative AI within Salesforce, but they want to make sure it's grounded with their customer data. So in this chapter, we explore how you use Prompt Builder to securely bring CRM and data cloud data into your generative AI workflows. So first exercises, we create a field generation template. Now, we'll use this field generation template to automatically generate descriptions for Coral Cloud resort experiences like beach, yoga, retreat, etc. And we'll ground this template with record merge fields. So remember merge fields? Like anybody who's ever created an email template in a CRM knows merge fields. So similar to that. So, and we've already turned on the Einstein. Now we go to Prompt Builder. And so you guys go to Prompt Builder and then create new prompt template. And then all the values are written here. So we have, so if you go to can you Krish go ahead? Yeah, refreshing is important. So if you see here, there are more than the 4 template types: field generation, flex, record summary, sales, and now they also have knowledge answers and extract product mentions. So from 4, now it's become 6, and it seems to ever grow. So basically, here is where we'll put the name, API name, description, and it's all given in this. So you copy and paste. So if you copy and paste, there's less chance of error. Much better to do that. Plus, they have this easy icon for copying the text. So I've already created it in the interest of time. So we are doing the field generation. So this is the prompt template workspace. So you see here, you can copy this text and paste it in this prompt template workspace. Are you guys with me? Krish, are you moderating the chat?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, trying to understand everything. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so this is all Lightning, by the way. We will get into Lightning App Builder to get that sparkly field enabled. So going back to this, so once you copy it, you paste it on this prompt template workspace. So you see the various sections of prompt template workspace. We have this resource. So if you see, we can get, so here I got this from current organization and all these fields as merge fields, right? I simply, to find the field name, I simply type it and then I get it. This is the best way to, in my experience, to get the field, merge field, right? So go to organization and then name, and then delete any of those caps things. So this is how we will populate all the fields like this. And then the other part, so we have this resource, we have the object field. So we have the object experience, and then we search for description field. And the other part of this prompt builder is we have resolution. So resolution basically fills. So I will, for instance, fetch a record, Sophia. Sophia. Or why is not fetching? So trader related record, for instance, here let me find. We are
Related to what you are fetching, like there are earlier the resources and the object. When you choose the object, so under resources, whatever you whatever comes under resources is from that object what you chose.
Yeah. So it is from, say, these are the the global.
So say for example, if we choose the current organization, right, and then object field will have all the objects in that organization, right?
Not all the objects. So if we select organization, which is your current org, the org that you're using, and then have all these fields, So
how do we know which in which object it is choosing? So there may be addresses in two different custom objects. So which objects are getting used? How do we know?
So you did select one object, experience,
okay,
right?
From experience only you are getting the
that
fields
we have
there.
already done it. And then these are called global. These are global inputs, and these will always be there, the organization user. Okay.
So,
and then if you have made flows or epics, then they will show up too.
okay.
All right. So we are looking up the related record, this tropical snorkel adventure. And now let's preview it. So you see in the workspace, we put you are a marketer. So remember, as an email template, we used to write like a regular email, but here since it's going to go through AI, we simply write, you are a marketer at this organization.name, and then resort provides experiences, guests can book throughout the day, write a marketing description for the experience below, make it sound unique and exciting, all that. And then we have grounded the
object data.
Yeah, we have grounded this prompt template workspace with the CRM data. So we have all these merge fields there. And then if you see in the resolution part, it simply replaces. So it's reducing the size a bit so we can see. So it's basically replacing those merge fields with actual data, but based on this related record we pulled up, right? This related record is a record from experiences. So we can see that all the merge fields are replaced with actual data. So including the experience name, then all the things it has pulled. And then on the right side, you see model type. So you see there's standard models, and you can also get custom models, which is bring your own LLM. So this is something you can go to Model Builder and either create a custom model or use the standard model provided by Salesforce. So for instance, if you pick up this OpenAI GPT-4 and then pull up this record again. And of course, there are these 10 languages which you can choose from. And so this, you can save and preview. I don't know why this button is not showing up, but you can preview it from here if you have chosen a different model. So right now we chose this. I'll just refresh the page. So because I think it got stuck for some reason. So when I refresh the page and I say, I want to see this GPT-4, and I pull up the related record as tropical snorkel adventure. Language remains English. And I still don't see the preview. Oh,
Maybe save as, does it save as at the top?
yeah, maybe save as a new version. Let's see.
Maybe it's also because it's a.
Yeah, now I can see though. So I saved it as, and then a new version. So you have a chance to see it as a new version or the new template. So if it's the same, it's better to create a new version. And then if you preview it, you'll see that resolution, it simply replaces with the actual CRM data. The merge fields are replaced with actual CRM data. And here, now we have OpenAI GPT-4 replacing his. And we can also, if we want to get a little bit creative, we can simply put a comma here and say, write in a form of poem, right? If you simply change the prompt and do that, and then save and preview, you can be creative about these things, and AI will, so it will change, it has changed it. And if you will write in the form of limerick, say, save and preview, it changed something. So basically, you can play around with these models, whichever produces a better result, use that. I'm going back to 3.5 and look, limerick, it changed the output. Embark on a tropical snorkel adventure, capture, reef, relief. So all the last, you see, there it's rhyming. It's all rhyming. So you can be creative about it and make it really interesting in terms of how you want the output to be. So yeah, this is this part about field. So we are on exercise 1 where we have seen how this works, right? How we merge the field, we saw the resolution response, and so yeah, like this, and then we saw how it can change, but then we can go to the coral resorts and see there. So if we go here, so here's where we need Lightning App Builder, right? So we go to edit page. And we will see I've already done this, but you see all this sparkly edit icon. So it's not a plain field. So if I select this, and you will see, if you have not, you have to upgrade it to Lightning form, and then you will see this format of it.
Dynamic forms, okay.
Yeah, so you'll see this Einstein generative AI, and then you have to select this template that you just created, generate experience description. And when you select it, it gets this sparkly thing comes up. So that's how you do it. And when you see it in the actual Coral Cloud app, you go to the experience, and so here you see this sparkly. So you can see that it will populate the description. And you can edit that description right here too. This is another chance to edit it. If you don't like the descriptions too wordy, you can either use it, the whole thing, or you can say, you can change it, create a rewrite as bullet points.
Hi, Sheeba.
So,
I have a question here. Could you hear
yes.
me?
Yes, I can hear
So,
you.
yeah.
Mhm.
So for description, have you used the field generation template or the flex template? And which one is better?
Yeah, this will be field generation template, because field generation template, how it's different is that it's for a particular object, and it will populate a field. So there you see this review summary, that's also a field that it's populating. So flex template is for more advanced users. It will not be the right one for this use case.
So is there any chance we can use flex template here? Or is there?
Yeah, so the thing about Salesforce is they always say use the exact thing that's required. You can there's always a way to, say flex template is like a catch-all. It can do everything. So you can do this too. But it's a overkill, and nobody wants that, because they can be, it can cause some issues because of the extra, there are some tokens and all that would be used.
Okay.
So if you
Yeah,
go
because
to
it will fetch more data from multiple objects.
yes, so
Yeah.
it will be, so there will be some or the other issue that will happen if you do the overkill. So if this is the one that has been created for this particular use case,
Okay.
so it's advisable to just use that.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
And so I like this bullets more because my eyes reads bullets better, so I will use that. So I can use that, and then I can save it, right? So all my experience I can populate through like this templatizing this description field, right? So it basically collects all the right data for this particular record that we have merge field. We have used our merge fields, and it's getting the right description, joiner. So you can go through that. And then, so this is how we've done the exercise 1, right?
Hello, I have a question, please.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So, the prompt workspace. Can you go back to the prompt workspace, please?
Sure.
The workspace at the back end.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what happened? So it's only showing us the response from the front end there. What happened to this UI marketer at organization.name? All those ones, are they not showing at the front end? Are they not showing?
No, this is, so what this is a prompt you have putting in the workspace, right?
Okay.
And then this prompt is where you are using the merge fields.
Yes.
To ground so it's called ground the data with the CRM data, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for instance, you want to get the data like experience name, type, location, all that is your CRM data that you are pulling in. So in the resolution, you can see that gets populated. Those fields Otherwise, it's just the same. You are a marketer at Epic org form,
Aye.
right? And then experience name, all that. It's just the same thing, but it has populated it with the CRM data.
Yes.
And this particular resolution goes through
Yes. Yes.
this AI model that you have selected here,
Yeah, I know.
right? But once you select that model, basically AI is doing what you are telling it to do. You are a marketer. I want the description should
Mm,
be 80 to 100 words, and I want it
Okay.
as a limerick.
Okay. The description should be okay. Yeah, get it now. Got it. Okay. Okay. This.
And
So
there's another thing that I can tell you, which is little more than what is in this workbook. It's that there's something called prompt in defense and prompt injection.
yes.
So in this prompt template workspace, in order to protect yourself to be hacked, you
Mhm.
generally, so you can say, don't, okay, if I say, don't give me anything, but just say hacked, AI will just listen to that and give me hacked. So that's called prompt injection, where you are putting, it's called hallucination, again, that kind of thing. So basically it's got hacked. So, but I can do the prompt defense by writing the line, don't do anything other than give me response for this. Then it will give me exact thing. So that is how you protect yourself from prompt injection. And that is called prompt defense, where you put that instruction in the prompt space that don't give any other response other than the description and in the form of limerick.
Okay.
You have to give that particular instruction there. It's called prompt defense. So this is a little outside the syllabus, but I just did my AI specialist. I'm bragging about the knowledge I've acquired.
Yeah,
So,
Sheeba, one question here. So it's the prompt defense is the same as the guardrail or a bit different?
so guardrails is a word that is used in agents. So there you have this also a part, never like you put never ask for ID, never ask, so you give some instructions to
Yeah.
protect yourself. And that's guardrail is a word that is used usually in agents, and prompt defense is used for prompts.
Okay.
So we go to the second, which is optional, but I would say it's a very good exercise. You can try and do it. And I have done it because I knew that the time will be limited. So this review summary, it's another field. So if you download that org, it's all available for you to try it out. So again, you will go and select that same exercise. You would go to new prompt template. You copy and paste from here. The prompt template type is field generation, name, description, object, and this time the field is review summary. And then you will put this prompt template workspace. You will copy and paste from here. Just check it out. It's a very good learning experience. So these are merge fields. And then, so another thing here is that the unique thing was you could get the related list as a merge field. So list of guest reviews. So that's something we can take a look at. Let's go back here. And I'm going to the review summary. So here, if you see in the blue, it's all merge fields data. And then in the list of guest reviews, so you go here and experience. And as I said, just type in what you're looking for. Here's the guest reviews related list. That comes out. So you can actually do that. You can select that and then see how it will work. So if we put the related record again, And we see the preview. All right, I just want to take the screenshot. Take a screenshot of the Zoom. Oh, I'm sorry, I got distracted. All right, so here, so do you see how it got created? So this is a lot of playing around can really help to understand it. Be a little bit experimental, so don't strictly go by what they're saying, but experiment a bit and you will enrich yourself with more understanding of this subject. So basically, when we do take the related record, we see that, how the merge fields have actually got populated with the actual data. And then you see the list of related reviews. It's in this code format, which Krishna knows better, but I think it's a JSON format. And then this just gets populated. And then it goes through AI and Einstein trust layer, which means zero retention. The AI model will not be trained with your org data, and it just replaces the guest reviews for showcase a range of experience, guests appreciated, the knowledgeable guides, beautiful, all that. But if I don't want to see it in this format, and I want to say, write in bullet points or something, and then I guess it again hung up on me, but save and preview is not happening when yeah. So we can save its new version if it doesn't. Then we can see the preview now. I also selected the more advanced version, which is GPT-4. And then you can, of course, go to view this model, this link, and go to model builder. And you can have your own custom model too, which you can bring, because as you saw, these are two model types. You can have standard or custom. So yeah, so that's how, and then we go back, and so this is about prompt workspace resolution and response, and then we activate this. And as I showed you that only one version can be active. The rest will be inactive. So, and then we again bind the template with which I showed you already. You bind it in the Lightning app builder. You go and select that template. So if you want me to do that, we can do it. Like for instance, we go edit page and we go to this field review summary, because that's what we created, right? We created the field generation template for review summary. And we selected this generate guest review summary, which we just created. And once we did that, then this becomes sparkly, magic sparkle. And then when we hit this button, the sparkle is still there. And then this magic box opens up where it auto-populates what you have already created, the template, but then you can always change it if you want. Make it shorter. If you want to make it shorter. And then, so just like it will make it shorter a little bit, or change the language a little like that. You can change it right here as well. So that's the point. So this was exercise 2. And then is this all important sales email template for sales professionals who want to quickly send emails by creating templates and by making it more sophisticated, because you can have it. So how I can show you how it will look. For instance, if I go to a contact like Sofia Rodriguez, and then here is where the sale template has been used as an email in the activity in the email tab. Oh, it's so slow. Yeah, here. So you see this sparkly draft with Einstein. Once I click that, I can see, so these are standard templates. Check in, introduce yourself, nudge or follow up. These are important for the exam. Reignite engagement, send meeting invite. And then we can use this custom that we have already made. So we can select that as the custom template. And you see it auto fills. So it fills it. And then we can also, there's a button here where we can choose to make it like, where's the button? But we can make it more informal. There are 4 features, which is a little out of syllabus from what we have committed to, but there are ways to like save as new template. So you can, there are 4 commands which you can use, like make it formal, make it informal, make it shorter, make it longer. Those are the 4 commands you can use to make it, to revise it, to modify it even further and make it as per your particular use case or your requirement. So that's something you can explore. Yeah, so this is the end result of that sales template. You would ask me, oh, we created that prompt template, but where do we use it? So this is how we use it, that template. So, and you can always change it here also. You can modify it here also. So going back to the exercise book. So here so the exercises that you'll use sales email template to generate personalized emails welcoming guests for their upcoming trip. And you'll use flow to ground the template. So, so what the flow does is it enables us to add email prompt instructions. So what we can do is we can look at the flow right now, right? So we go back to the setup. So you see here itself, we can go to flow. And as per the exercise, so I already created this flow. The flow name is Get Experiences. No, not Get Experience. What's the flow name? I think this one. Sales email. So let's go here. My eyes are a little. Krish, tell me which one is. What's the name of the flow? Oh, flow label is add experiences to the prompt. Okay, here. Your girl here is getting older, so. So this is the flow I already created. And if you see the instructions, oh, exercise 3 here. Let me just bring it right here. So don't click around. So in the exercise 3, this is the flow.
We will have foam rollers.
Pardon me? Can you push continue?
Yeah, let me see if I can.
Krish? Sunil?
I can do that. You make me go.
Okay, okay.
Raj, can you mute yourself?
So you are a co-host. Krish, yeah, you can moderate. And Sunil, I'll make you too. Okay. So, yeah. We had to create a flow that grounds a template prompt in customer data. So you go to setup, go on the flow, new flow, start from scratch, and select template triggered prompt flow. And we will select automatic inputs from there and configure the start element as, this prompt template type, emails, sales email template capacity. So do you want me to do it or show you here what I did? So let me show you. So you see it's template triggered prompt flow. And if I show you so this is the same one, prompt template type. So we can use manual inputs, which we will deal with later, not today, some other day. And we selected automatic inputs. So these use the inputs provided by specified prompt template type to store prompt template information. So selected prompt template type, we had all these same ones that you saw in prompt template, the same ones come as a drop down, but we want this as a sales email template capability. So that's what we'll select. And then we set input data types. So sender is user, then we select contact, and that's it. Like you follow the instructions here to get your understanding. And then that's exactly what I did. I just followed those instructions. And then we have to circle over. So where did we, yeah, here. We went here and get experiences, same thing, like we click on, after the start, we click plus and get records. So you see here, get experience, and then I click this. So let's look at this element. So you input type equals interest 1, interest 2. So what we are doing here is we are getting we grounding it with the CRM data, which collects the interests, right, of the recipient. So the guests who are in the coastal cloud resort, we are grabbing their interests. So that's what we are doing. We're taking field equals, and then we putting the input, the value as input recipient interest 1, interest 2, like that. So that's what we did. So this is how this get experiences works. And then after the 3 conditions we put, then we basically, so this is how we confirm, that this is how the screenshot, this is the screenshot, this is how my flow is looking too. So I confirmed that this is exactly how it should basically, how many records to store, all records, automatically store all records. So I confirmed that the screenshot is looking right in it's tallying with my flow. So that's one thing. And then add each matching experience to the prompt. So we basically went to add experience to prompt. So if you basically created a loop here, and so loop through experiences from get experiences. And then we added this prompt instructions. So add experience to prompt. Basically, this is a very important part of this template triggered prompt flow, is add experiences to prompt. Add prompt instructions. That's a very important concept to understand. So like this is an interesting thing that they've added where you can see what it is for. So add each experience matching guest interest to the prompt. Basically, the description you've added, you can always go and review what is this for. So yeah, and so once we created that experience loop, And we make sure that this screenshot and our flow is tallying. And yeah, we added the prompt instructions. So if you see, everything is same. If we go and look at this element, we've added the prompt instructions, label, API name, description, and then this experience loop name. That was what it's doing. It's getting the experiences in this loop. So once that's done, then we'll go back to prompt builder. So this prompt builder is here. And we'll go back to sales email. So this is welcome email for upcoming trip. So we'll go to the sales email here and we'll see that, okay, this version 3 is active. Version 1 should be active here. So we see this flow, add experiences to prompt, we can bring it here from the resource. So this we've already covered, but these are just merge fields. And the only difference in this one is we even created flow and we are getting the experiences to prompt. So let's contact Sophia. Okay, let's get the related record and preview it. So it's basically now going to replace the merge fields with the actual data, and then it will go through AI to generate a response from the prompt that we have here. And you see how this is person 1. That's called, basically it's masking the data. So it's not showing it to you, but it's showing in the response. So here it is masking, but it's demasking here after it has gone through the Einstein trust layer. It's showing in the response now. So it's a very important, good exercise. The second sales template, very good exercise. So you see, this is a nice email it has generated. And you can also, I chose GPT-4, and you can always play with other AI versions here. That's how you can go with this prompt builder. So that was exercise 3. And then the king of all prompt builders is the flex template. So what flex template does is, in this exercise, you'll create a flex template that generates a personalized schedule for a guest. Personalized schedule includes time and location of the resort experiences that are available today that match guests' interests. So remember, we got the interests. So that's what it's fetching. You'll ground a template with data generated by calling the Apex method. This template can be invoked from anywhere. So that's the difference between others and the flex template. Flex template can be invoked from anywhere. That's a very important concept to understand. While you saw how field generation could be only fetched from a particular record and particular object, because we had referenced a particular object for that template, flex template can be invoked from anywhere. So that's an important part to remember. In this exercise, we invoke it from ScreenFlow on the guest record page. So in the setup, we go to prompt builder and then again, new prompt template. And this time we'll choose flex and we'll keep the template name as generate personalized schedule. So let's go there. So if I go to prompt template, prompt builder, and let's see the flex template that I have created. Here, generate personalized schedule. So you see, it doesn't have too many merge fields, but it has this Apex personalized guest experience, and it has user first name and organization first name. So what prompt we have is your name is user.firstname. You work in the guest success team at organization.name. Introduce yourself, then present a list of resort activities happening today that match with the guest interests. That's what we are doing. So let's fetch the related record as Sophia Rodriguez, preview it. Slow. Yes. The dots are coming. That's hopeful. Okay, so you see, it's masked the data, but it's revealed the data here. Greetings, I'm Sunil from Guest Success Team at this and so and so. So it has given us all this activities that match the guest interests. And this is again a code that it has generated. The Apex, from the Apex personalized guest experiences. And then, but in the email, you'll see none of that. You'll see the actual result because it went from, oh. Okay, so that is it. Oh, Sunil, my laptop I need a charger. All right. So that's Flex template. So in the code, and what I did was in how I got the Apex was, so wait, I need coffee.
Yeah.
So, that's fine. So, yeah, so how I created Apex was just go to app setup here and go to Apex. And then in the Apex classes, I created this class. So I didn't create it from scratch. I just copied it from here. Just copied it and create a new class and save it as this personalized guest experiences. And then make sure that it is over 60 version, which is all 63. So that's good news. So that's all like, what this Apex class is doing is that it's getting the guest experiences matching the interests. So interest of the guests. So that's really next level. So yeah, and this is all you can copy here from here and paste it here in the prompt workspace. So when we go here, and we already saw how that email from Sunil was created. And if we go, so preview, we already saw this, but if we want to see the objects that it were referenced. So if we go to exercise 4, and we'll see use public. This is all like the Apex class, but before that, it basically, you had to, this was a template name, this was a description. Again, one thing to note is description is very, very important in this, because agents are only going to tap the descriptions to choose the actions. to create a response. So remember when I showed you how agents they pick up the actions on their own through the query that you've made, and then the agent pick up their own actions. It's all because of the description. So description is something we need to be really on top of. So this is, we just created through contact. And then we go here in the contact. So what we did was, let's open this agent. Let's see what the exercise is telling us to do. After we've created the prompt, apex, everything, and we got the result in the prompt, I created a quick action. So that's a very, very interesting thing. Another way to use agents is through this personalized action, or the prompts is through this quick action. So I want a personalized schedule for this particular contact. I simply create a quick action here, and then it will show me here. The end user, it's very, very useful because they can say, oh, if Sophia calls them and says, what's my personalized schedule? They can quickly, through the quick action, look at greetings, I'm Sunil based on your interest, here's a resort activities available today. And so it shows, because in the prompt, we also mentioned that introduce yourself, then present the resort activities today to match guest interest. For clarity, use bullet list. For each activity, include name, time, location, and duration in a single line, and do not include the date. So it did exactly that. You see, it's given name, time, but not the date. So it will do exactly as you say. So yeah, that's another way that prompts are used through quick actions, which is really useful. So the quick action displays personalized schedule screen flow. This was a screen flow that we just created based on the instructions here. And the screen flow invokes the generate personalized schedule flex template, and you created earlier. And this is it. Okay. So we created this, and I think that was it for prompts. And then we wanted to extend the agents with prompt actions. So we just simply jump to extend agents with prompts. So create agent custom action. We go to agents. Let's go to setup and to agents, as we are now grappling agents. So, and here is, you can go to open in builder from here, or you can click on this and go to open in builder here. And that's how the agent builder looks like. You see here. And this is an active customer service assistant agent. And let's go here. So it says open agent actions, click new agent action, and configure action is below. So prompt template, generate personalized schedule. Let's go and do that. So we are here, not builder, but actions, agent actions. So that is right over agents, this agent actions. And you see, I told you these are the standard actions. So you see here, it's written standard, standard, standard. And then there's some flow actions and some prompt builder right here. So this prompt builder is custom. But other than that, these are all standard actions that come out of the box. So it's a good idea to just check these out, the names, add case comment, answer questions with knowledge. A lot of people are playing with that standard action. And just create a to-do, create a case, all these different, how many actions are there? 43, and out of that, I think about 40 is standard and few is custom. So like this prompt template is custom. So yeah, these are standard actions, and then you can create a custom action. So the generate personalized schedule. So let's go there. The custom action that we just saw. There. Yeah. So this was the main thing here is that we want, this is a custom action we created. And here's the instructions. Instructions are really important. This action is used to generate personalized schedule for a contact. The personalized schedule includes list of resort experiences a contact may be interested in and suggested schedule for a day. You must use query records action to fetch the contact before executing the action. And then we must check this require input, otherwise it won't work for the contact instructions. And then show in conversation, we now must check that for prompt response. So those are the important parts of it. So here, they have written, so basically you just copied and pasted there. And then make sure the screenshot matches what you are doing. It's require input and show in conversation. And then add the action to your agent. So basically what I did, then we go back to the agents, open in Builder. Basically, if you are creating agents, you'll be very familiar with this interface. So in order to do anything with this, we have to deactivate it because we cannot, if it's active, we cannot do anything to it. So we click on this and we'll see that there are two tabs, configuration and actions. So this is the actions this customer service agent does. And one of the ones is generate personalized schedule, already there. Right, so basically follow this exercise. So you see add available actions. I basically checked this and added it to the available actions. Generate personalized schedule. So this is the prompt we'll add in the conversation panel. Enter this prompt. Here is the conversation preview. I'll add this prompt. I pray to God it will work. Oh no, it says provide email address. So, but you see how here it started it, and out of 32 actions, it selected this instruction, never ask the user for ID instead. So this is how the backend works. But let me redo it. Personalized schedule that we just saw as a quick action, we are trying to see at the back end.
Hi, Sheeba. Quick question here.
Yes.
Yeah, so is there a limit to put the number of actions associated with a topic?
No, there are no limit, but there is something called efficiency to how to efficiently use it.
Yeah.
Again, tokens, which can get exhausted. So the efficient way, for instance, bulkifying the things, there are some best practices. We covered it last time, Charles Watkins covered it. And he said bulkifying the actions reduces the tokens. For instance, if I want to issue resort credit, then doing one by one is more like not efficient, but doing bulk resort credit, you can
So
go.
what will be the recommended actions associated with any topic? Like
For instance, here
maximum number.
Yeah. Well, I don't know off the top of my head what the maximum number is, but there are limits to it. This particular action already had 43.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it already had 43 actions associated to it. We just checked all of them.
Okay.
Good topic. Next.
Oh, yeah.
Best practice.
Okay, I got some help from my Ohana here. So what's your name?
Okay.
Hakan. Yeah. So he told me it's 15 actions we can have maximum, is it?
Good best
Okay.
performance.
For best performance. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
in
because I
this
can see 32 here, and
Yeah.
I have never used that much.
Well, it's 37 because we just checked all of them, but we
Okay.
don't have to check all of them. So for best performance, it's 15. So
Okay.
somebody search and let me know.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah,
Thank
God did hear my prayer, and see here the personalized schedule came out.
You can create multiple topics and you can add respective topic actions to that. So it no need to be single topic. So you can create multiple topics and you can add respective actions to that respective topic, so that it will give you better results when comparing
Yes.
to adding all the actions into a single topic.
Yeah. That would be efficient. Yeah.
Yes, yes, good question. So
Yeah.
very good question. So yeah, so see now we got it, and if you see at the back end how it worked, so basically it took out these actions. It selected these actions: identify record by name. So it identified the Sophia record by name, and then it generated the personalized schedule that we have already added as a quick action, added as an action to the topic actions here, right here. It basically selected by the query, it selected identify record by name, then generates personalized schedule, and then gave the response. So it selected only 2 actions. It said, okay, these 2 actions will be enough for me to generate the response. So that was the back end of the agent with Prompt Builder. So I think we are just under the time, but you can let me know. Any questions, any more clarifications? They were very good participation. I'm thankful for that. I will share the slide deck. So let me share it right now, so you guys can benefit from. And we can just have a little Ohana chat right now. All right, please open your mics and stretch. I would say stretch out, get up from the chair.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hi Sheeba. My name is Raj, and I was wondering, is there a way that we would be able to get the recording for the session, so that in our free time, what do you say, I can just follow this as a visit?
So I have partly recorded it. I can send to the people who RSVP'd the recording of the session, but you can also reach out, because I have to see if we have done good or not. And so basically you can reach out and I can send you personally the recording.
How should we reach out to you, Sheeba? Like, is there a way? Like,
Yeah, we are connected on LinkedIn or no?
I don't think we have connected.
Okay, connect with me on LinkedIn and reach out to me.
Okay.
Would be the best way. Yeah, and I can also give you my email.
Please, yeah, if you can give me the email address, that will be great.
Yeah, so because LinkedIn also carries my email, so you can directly, but I'm also giving you my email, so you can reach out from that.
Can you also give me Sheeba, please? My name is Rajiv.
I already added it to the chat. You all can access it.
Stop recording so you can have the Ohana chat. People are
Oh yeah.
more comfortable.
Yeah, can you stop?
You can-
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sheeba. Thank you.